Oh, hello. What's going on there? Well, that's not... The last of for the year. Village, which is a couple miles from me. What we're looking at for the most part, there's one or two installations. On the whole, I have not got a clue. I'm just going to take it nice and slow. It's a reasonably quiet village with a major through road. There's a college up here and connects 2 or 3 other villages together. So we're gonna walk around. It's not particularly well illuminated here, and everything is overhung, so there will be lots of ducking and diving and losing my hat. Yep, there we go. Try that again. Ooh. Sounds like the pub's tipping out its glasses. This is one of the pubs in the village, the Artichoke, I think. It seems to be with all English villages, we only have footpath periodically. But it's a nice little village. Quiet. I'm going to say festivities, and I mean that in a loose sense, were enough. Nice star there. That's quite cool. I have to be careful, as a lot of this is a combination of private and public. Very easy to wander from one to the other. The main feature is the local garage. They go above and beyond to decorate. Just avoid these cars. Oh, of course, he's going this way. Get round here. So we've got a little bit private estate in there. Nothing too exciting, unfortunately. We've got some sort of icicle displays up here. Give you that sort of old worldy feel. And we shall head on up a bit further, where it starts to get a lot more colourful. There's a lot of heavily decorated houses. different themes. We shall pop over the road in a second, show you the garage. It's festive lights. Now I know the garage does it for charity. For the life of me, cannot remember which charity. There might be a signboard in there. As you can see, it's rather busy just here. Let's go and have a look. Here we go. You've got the Magi, various. I think they're meant to be shepherds in the back. Big Santa. And tiny elves. And you've got a gingerbread log cabin. Got little Santa's Elves workshop, I guess. A lot of polar bear. More polar bear. Some Victorian carol singers. Unfortunately, there is no music. Some very happy pigeons. Pigeons? Nope. Penguins. Yes, that's the one. And then over in the background, a couple of skiing polar bear, because that's what polar bear do, they go skiing. And then we have, over on this side, Rudolph the rainbow reindeer, apparently. So they are raising money via a raffle for the local cancer hospice. So, you know, it's a pretty good shout there for them. I'm sure they'll get a few pound in the tin. Then we have the village centre Christmas tree, which, to be fair, this year looks really nice. It's quite subtle. Yeah. So I'll give you one last look at the garage display. There you go. It's quite big. We shall press on. There's a big Christmas tree in a hedge. Local shop and pub, because like all good English villages, more pubs than is really needed. There we go. And for those who are in the village on Boxing Day, they have Morris Men. It's pretty awesome. Now, let's try and work our way back without getting too run over. So this will be the last of the walkabouts this year. Unfortunately, I return to work Christmas Eve, and we'll see none of the festive period, which is fine for me. I'm not a big fan, and it means, you know, those got young uns get to see them and enjoy all the presents and tinsel and cake and, I don't know, Santa Claus. Suddenly got a lot darker along here. I think I run out of footpath in a minute. Let's have a look. Yes, here we go. Alright, we shall look over the shoulder and go for it. Now, we're leaving the village proper, moving into sort of a newer part where you'll start to see a lot more illuminations, a lot more colour. And because at some point Sonia's going to ask at somewhere down in the video, there's no jeeps. Alright, so we have this house over here, which this year they have, let's try and sneak over and have a look. They got quite a lot going on here, it's pretty awesome. They got snowmen, a dog, reindeer, giant parcels, and me stuck on the wrong side of the road. Ooh. Some nursing home on the right. I don't seem to have done much this year, sadly. Sign of the times, maybe. Moulton is one of those villages where if you don't drive, you are going to find it harder. It's on a bus route, but not a very busy bus route, which means you tend to get a lot more quiet time. It's currently rush hour here, hence the noise. But house prices are a lot higher as well, because it's quieter. The other side of this hedge we have, I can't remember if it's snowmen they have. I think it's snowmen. I also think it's in a private garden, which means we can't see it, sadly. Yeah, it's in a private garden. Never mind. We shall... Actually, yes, we can do it. Just have to be very careful. I'll do it this way. So there is a giant snowman and Christmas lights. There you go. One giant snowman snuck in the garden. As we move along, the theme changes mostly into whatever you can stick up, stick up. The colours increase. I will give you in advance an epilepsy warning. Well, that's quite subtle over there. Little tree. Hello to whoever's just come in. Hope you're enjoying the day. We're hunting out Christmas lights in one of the neighbouring villages tonight. Which will today finish up with some light installations I helped put in many years back, and they're still going strong, so stay tuned. And you never know, get a few more people in here, might even just give away an Amazon gift card today. I was fortunate enough to win one. It's unfortunately not much use to me being at it in dollars. so someone else can win it. Here we go. There's a lot of colour going on here. I quite like it though. Some candy canes. Yeah, it's quite nice. Got a little bit of fairy lighting on the other side. As you can see, it's quite foggy today. Let's take you over to see these. There's your inflatable reindeers, your Santa sleighs, a whole family of penguins. Not pigeons, I seem to have learned. And even a Santa hanging off the window. What more do you want, eh? Perfect. Whew. It's very damp. Move out of the way. That would be the bus that doesn't come through twice. Little reindeer, some ladders. Yep, it's Santa's ladder. No Santa though. We have it. And then just a nice illuminated tree. Quite like that. So we'll wander up. There's a couple of very illuminated houses. Another one I think for charity, but I'm not certain. And then into a neighbourhood where most houses are decorated now. And then we will finish up on the street my friend lives on, where they are somewhat militant in that if you don't decorate your house for Christmas, they will come round and lean on you until you do. Like some sort of Santa Clausian HOA. I've not had a chance to watch last night's footage, but I'm hoping, despite the rain, it was at least viewable. I think we're in for some cold temperatures tonight. Oh, here we go. Some decorations up on the left here. There you go. That's rather colourful. I like that. Hello Jim, how you doing? Heard about your funeral yesterday, sorry about that. We are out hunting lights. And apparently parking like fools. Glad to hear it. You're going to attempt to get across the road here. Now this is the main road through Malton, so the traffic tends to be a little bit more lively. We're going to head over to that flashing adornment as soon as these cars go. There's always that one car that slows down to stop everyone passing by. Right. Jim, have the schools kicked out for Christmas over there yet? Is it like our schools where the moment someone says Christmas they go on leave? So here we go. This house really goes for it with all the colours, all the lights. So it starts off here with the flashy curtains, a ladder, and a bang! There you go. Oh, I'm just curious, Jim, that was all. So there you are. That is one of the many festive houses. There you go. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Lovely. Very colourful. Every year, without fail. So one of the nice things about this village, first Saturday of December, yeah, thanks for that, mate. First Saturday of December, the whole village starts decorating. They get out there. We're until the 24th, wow. I like the old-fashioned ways of doing it. So I assume Fatima's busy educating, shouting, head teachering. What have we got here? So, that's quite subtle. We're going to cross this road over to the left. And finish up with a couple of streets that are... who did I just miss coming in? Oh, hello, how we doing? Sorry I missed you coming in there. Trying not to get run over by all the cars. Ooh. Wouldn't it be nice if YouTube gave us back our usernames? The house up there, which I think might be a care home, so we're going to avoid it just out of politeness. But you can probably see in the distance, start off the street, very much is a competition around here. No, it's ridiculous. It's actually making things a lot harder for all of us. Especially now if you want to give people permissions, you have to get all Inspector Gadget to find out who they are. I'm not sure what's to the right. Oh, there's a couple of houses. We shan't wander down the street with the camera simply because that's a care facility just off to the edge of the screen. So what we'll do is try and zoom in a bit. Oh, no, too much. There you go. Diane, make of that what you will. I shall... This zooming in and out thing with phones, nightmarish. I will say that the local care homes and assisted livings have really made an effort at their Christmas decorations this year. It's really nice, but over here they get concerned if people start pointing cameras at them, and rightly so. So instead we shall have a look at here. Ooh, premieres are skipping, that's not good. Thankfully I am not large and don't do premieres. Or, if we're brutally honest, much in the way of content for 10 months of the year. There's a couple of snowmen up there. We've got... That's quite nice there. Very colourful. We have... The illuminated reindeer seem to be a thing this year. They are nice though. And for those who are curious and don't have smell-o-vision, that's a man cutting through an exhaust manifold. And it smells horrific. Pop out the end of this street, wander up to where I will be finishing off. There is plenty to see where we're going. Nice couple of trees there. So from home, I'm about 3 mile-ish. I'm a village over from my house. Yeah, it's a different story for another day. That's quite colourful. I like that. Oh, that's very nice. SK would approve of the colour choice. So about 3 miles from home, but where we're heading to, it's just a few hundred yards. But you'll get to see parcel installation I supplied to back in, now, I'm going to say 2018, 2019. Just, there's, see, that would wind me up, that constant white throbbing. There's a nice colourful tree down here. Ooh, it's getting foggy again. And unfortunately, Jim, all of my lights are now down. Yeah, end of Christmas at my place. So there's a nice colourful tree over there. I don't know where this road leads to, so I'm not going to wander too far. Quite like that ribbon. Right, shall I go and finish off on the posh bit, which by now should be fully illuminated. Now, pointless trivia, but that house on the corner there, I did a light installation on that in 16 or 17. And they moved out in the spring, the following year. Some nice downlights. And of course, these buses are now proving me to be a complete lie. This is the third or fourth one so far. The rest of the time you see one an hour. Everyone say hello to the bus. It's millions of people. Ooh. And the boy racer. Now, there isn't much in the way of illuminations along here simply because we're on the side of a park. But just up ahead in the centre of the screen is where we're going to turn. And fingers crossed, they've all turned their lights on now. In fact, 2 of the houses have light shows. I'm not sure what times though. So be so careful. A lot of these have illuminated just inside their windows, so we can't point the camera at it. To be honest, the way some of them are driving is just wrong in general. So this is quite nice. They have this up every year. I think it's quite festive. And after this, I shall go home, cook dinner, do laundries, be a grown-up, not go to the pub. So here we go. This street is definitely a bit more for the festivity. Boo indeed, Jim. Oh, and this here is by our local graffiti artist. It's a chicken on a bin. We have them all over the town. Even in the museum, they have become quite the cultural icon. Some nice colourful hedges here. YouTube does an astounding job of ruining colour. Correct. He did indeed cross the road to pose for a bin painting. The artist, well, she can only be, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s. She's, really talented, lovely girl. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if her name will flag under YouTube's appropriate comments remarks. Yes, well, yeah, I assume Sonia was probably working. She's missing out on all the funds. So there's a nice tree. And push on through to the most illuminated of the streets. Sonia, if you're secretly watching, please do the secret signal. Now, I like this one here. Lots of little illuminated creatures, and right there in the middle, teeny tiny little fox. I quite like that. We go around here. A few more lights. These are quite nice. Fortunately, not so bright. They do look good though. And there's not much at the tail end. Sort of your standard string lights. I mean, I suppose when the house opposite has all the lights on it, you just enjoy the view. Yes, Jim, go and get Duncan, and especially request yourself The donut of two holes. Now as we come down here, the decorations are awesome. They are super colourful. I mean, look at that nice multicolour falling tree. It's like a winter wonderland, isn't it awesome? Just come on down. Really got a lot of colour going on this year, it's nice. And we come around this side. They do look really good this year. I'm glad I don't pay the electricity bill. And they're accessible. Everyone come and see them. Young and old, able-bodied, infirm. Well, that one really is just super cool. Big inflatables. Ooh. Carefully try and avoid all the young'uns. We have a street on the right, top of the cul-de-sac where I will finish up. I'm going to go and get a coffee at my friend's house, pet their dog. So down here we just have, it's a bit of a dead end, so it's a few rope lights. It's nothing major down there. And over here, I just have a few rope. Do you know, all the years I've never worked out quite what that illuminated ball is. But these will stay on now till probably the better part of 10 o'clock tonight. So as it gets darker, they shine brighter, and once the fog sets in, it actually gives it a real sort of soft Hallmark card-esque look to it. And here we go. So this little cul-de-sac here, very much a case of if I'm doing it, you're doing it. And shan't get too close to my friend's house because his dogs, they watch the Ring camera, get excitable and yap a lot. But here we have a few little designs. It's either a moose or a reindeer hiding behind a bin. I think it's a moose. Yes, Jim, all being well. We resolved the issue. We have, you can't really see these, but there's 3 critters there, all with big ribbons around their necks. Like formal occasion. In the corner, really nice bright white snowman. There was a Santa there once, what happened to it? And then we have the last of them. On this occasion, we have a couple of reindeer pulling sleds, a nice bright reindeer, and then, if it focuses, oh, there we go, a nice Christmas front door. Well, everyone, I'm going to leave you there. Hope you enjoyed this year's walkabouts. There will be a couple of videos coming out, just sort of amalgamation videos after Christmas. But if I don't see you beforehand, have a great festive period. Love to you all. Be safe, be well. Bye for now.